NNRG.
So the game for today is Battle Through Time. So I'm guessing some kind of time travel battle, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, let's get it started up here. This is a disk file, searching for star and loading, all that stuff. So yeah, I kind of missed last week because I've been sick, so I might still sound a little ill, hopefully not, but we'll see how it goes. I at least feel normal now. That's kind of important. Okay, the screen just went blank. Oh, okay, we've... We've got some classical music going here. So I'm mostly impressed by the fact that we didn't get a cracking intro this time. We just went straight into it. So yeah, Battle Through Time, Kent Grant. Not even a company name or anything. So, spacebar... Keyboard keys don't do anything. Joystick button? Oh, it's joystick button. Okay, so if even the title screen is joystick, then that means we don't touch the keyboard at all. So, looks here like there's a never played it before 1 or 2 player, or a very good at it 1 or 2 player, and also continue previous game. Well, we didn't have a previous game, so I guess never played it before 1 player. Let's see what happens. Okay, player 1 ready. Got some stats, and... Oh wait, this is just Moon Patrol. Or, wait, what? I don't remember fighter bombers in Moon Patrol. Oh wait, it says World War I at the bottom. Okay, so is the idea that this is like Moon Patrol, but in like different time periods? Because like, I mean, it was called Battle Through Time, right? Okay, let's see what some of these other stats are on here. So, we got high score, we've got our current score, time, which is counting down, and then also miles. So I'm guessing that each time period we go to, we've got to drive a particular number of miles. Okay, so it's actually a lot harder to hit things than you might think. Part of the problem here is that you don't, your shots actually go through things sometimes. Not to mention, you have, your vehicle sort of snaps to a particular point, and then when you hold back, when you hold left or right, it actually moves you more to the left or more to the right, but then when you let go, you snap back. Like if I hold back and then let go, yeah. So it makes it very difficult to maintain a particular position on the screen. So yeah, I'm guessing that we basically have to just clear a certain number of miles and then we'll move on to another level. Or another time period, even. So, I guess we'll find out how that works. Actually, one trick I'm noticing here to surviving is to not be afraid to push back. So push to left. Because you don't have a lot of motion, like, you can't go that far forward. Like, that's as far forward as I can go. Well, I've almost hit 10 miles, and the game is whoa, it was like a gunner on the ground there. Oh, there we go. You hit 10 miles, you actually clear the level. Okay, so let's see what the next level is. Your molecules are now being transported into another time zone. You are entering World War II, 1941 AD. Okay, so... makes me wonder what the next one's gonna be. Oh, we got different music, even. Although, you know what? Even though it's World War II now, it's pretty much the same gameplay, just different planes, different bombs. Okay, one thing that's annoying is that these planes are much harder to hit, because again, your shots, they move fast, and they don't detect the collision properly on every position. So... you can fire a shot and sometimes it just won't make its mark. Even though you clearly aimed it properly, it's just the horizontal, or not the horizontal, the vertical position is too... oh. I guess I ran out of lives. Oh well. Okay, so we're back to the title screen. Let's see if it actually allows us to continue. So continue previous game. Oh yeah, start with 0 score, 5 lives, and we're back in World War II. So that's nice and convenient. That means we could probably get further than this second level here. Though it might take a bit of effort, because again, my shots keep flying through the planes. Although I have noticed, if you hold the fire button down, you can't actually fire any faster than if you push the fire button manually. Like, this is me pushing it manually, and this is me holding it down. In fact, I think I might actually fire a little faster while holding it down. Oh, I didn't have enough speed to clear that gap. Okay, so that is one thing to note, is that you need to have at least some speed going in order to clear the gaps. With the rocks, you can jump over them, but you can also just shoot them. So it really depends on what's the most convenient for the moment. Okay, well I'm at miles 8, so if it's 10 miles per level, then it shouldn't take too much longer to get to the next level, and then we'll see what it is. Because I don't know what they're going to do after World War II. Because they could just invent a World War III, or they could do, like, some kind of Mars colony thing. I don't know. I mean, here we are. We're at the end of the World War II era. So let's see where the time travel takes us. So Malku is being transported to... Oh, we're going to Korea now. Okay, so it's going to go through a lot of the major wars, not just the world wars. So let me guess, it's again going to be just... Oh, they're actually coming from the front now. Oh wow, so they are actually changing up some of the mechanics here. Okay, so dealing with enemies coming from the front is going to be interesting, because you can't really get a good beat on them. You just have to sort of shoot and hope for the best. Or just not get bombed. In fact, that seems to be the trick here, is just don't get bombed. Now, I've kind of noticed that the background is glitching a little. I can confirm this is an NTSC game. This was only ever released in the US and Canada. So, that glitchy background is not a result of having the wrong screen mode set. You know, just like regular Moon Patrol, it's a little hard to keep track of everything that's going on the screen at a time. Like, I've played Moon Patrol before. In fact, Moon Patrol is the second arcade game, or the second video game even, I have ever played. Beaten out only by Popeye, which was in the same arcade section that I was at. So, yeah, Moon Patrol, it's funny, I've never played it that much over the years, because even the first time I played it, I wasn't good at it. But then, you know, it was the first time I was ever playing video games, so back then, as a kid, I just sort of was having fun just playing it because it was a video game, not because I knew what it was or anything. But scroll ahead in life, and, you know, I never really got into Moon Patrol. I'd played it a couple more times, like, over the years, like, in different forums, like, even on the 2600, I think, but it just didn't appeal to me. And you know what? I was just about to hit miles 10, and that was my last life. Well, that's annoying. One thing that's nice, though, is that once this game loaded up, it hasn't done any loading since. This is a zero-load game, so you don't come across that very often. And maybe I should stop talking, because I seem to die more so when I talk than when I'm... Well, I mean, that's par for the course. Anybody who's done any kind of live recording work of video games while trying to commentate them at the same time will tell you that it makes playing the game like 5 times harder. I just noticed something. Listen carefully. Am I mistaken, or is it playing the theme to MASH in the background? Because MASH was a television show that started out with the whole Korean War thing. And it almost seems like it's like a single single tune, like, very slow rendition of it, as opposed to, you know, like the full song, because it's a C64. Yeah, there's only 2 miles left, and I got 3 lives left, so I should be able to do this, unless I get really unlucky. So, there comes that bomber. And then there'll be another one here. Cleared a mile. So we're on the last mile. Should be able to get this. There we go. Okay. So yeah, the miles actually do go pretty quickly, but there's so much to dodge and shoot. Well, I say so much, it's just each one is surprisingly difficult. So yeah, I saw this one coming. Vietnam is the next level, 1970 AD. Like, I mean, we know this is going to get ridiculous at some point, because sooner or later they're going to run out of actual wars to base these levels on. Oh geez, these helicopters are actually surprisingly threatening, because it seems they can fire in almost any direction. Yeah, so getting rid of those helicopters is definitely a high priority. Although the one plus side about dealing with these helicopters is that they have a very big hitbox, so it's a lot more likely that your shots won't just pass straight through them. Although, as you saw, it can still happen. Yeah, as I said before, the hit detection in this is not that... Oh, come on, I got shot out of the air. Yeah, the hit detection in this is not nearly as good as it could be. Although that said, like, I mean, I'm already at miles 8, miles 9. I have a pretty good chance of beating this on the first try. So let's see if we can get it. It's just... Yeah, we got it. Okay, I actually cleared that level without having to get a game over. So yeah, even though those helicopters were tricky, they were easier to shoot, which made them easier to deal with. World War III... Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, AD. So yeah, the game's just sort of like, yeah, it's gonna happen. We don't know when. And we are under attack by space lasers and giant purple clouds. Well, blue clouds. Okay. I'm not sure how we're supposed to fight blue lightning clouds. Also, it's playing the Star Wars music in the background. Well, more specifically, the Empire tune. So, yeah, this game borrows heavily in terms of its musical choices. Also, you can't shoot the blue cloud lightning thing. But the one benefit is that the blue cloud lightning thing can't shoot straight down. It can only shoot at diagonal angles. So... as long as you're, like, right above... as long as you keep the blue cloud above you, then it's very unlikely you'll get hit by it. Because, again, it can only shoot in diagonal directions. Well, actually, though, the other thing I've noticed about the blue cloud is it shoots on a timer. So, it's not random when it shoots, meaning you can just sort of dodge to an appropriate position once the time is correct. Let's see if we can clear this level. Clear World War III. We got 2 lives... well, we're gonna have 2 lives left, and only 2 miles left. Pretty good shot. Maybe we'll get to World War IV? If the game's thinking that far ahead. No idea, but we're gonna find out. More than likely. Mile 9. Come on. We can do this. Just have to... yep, get through all that. Okay. World War III is done. Now where are we going to end up? Maybe we will actually end up on the... oh. Well, that's not good. I don't think we prevented World War III. Now look what you did. You destroyed the world. If we C64s were running things, there would only be sprite collisions? Question mark, exclamation question? Apparently we're now being transported to war mutations. What? I'm very confused as to what's going on. Okay, hit the black box on the road. What did we do? Okay, this is like some kind of obstacle course now. Also, some of those black things are actually getting hands growing out of them. What? So I guess we're now playing in a post-apocalyptic world? This game is going some very strange places. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna call it before it gets even more strange. So, that was Battle Through Time. It's basically Moon Patrol, but through different war eras on the real war eras, and some fake ones, and now some mutated ones. I mean, all things considered, the game plays okay. The trick is that because you snap back to that sort of middle point, and you only have such a range of motion backwards and forwards, it does make positioning yourself a little tricky, but it's nothing egregious, and the controls are at least responsive. Although, again, the collision detection could be better, so, you know, it's an okay game, really.